So today I'm setting up VS Code for our Python and data science joining. I already have VS Code installed, so in this video I'll show us the setup and tools I use as a data science student. So yeah, this is VS Code already installed. I'm just going to open it. Voila, VS Code is open. So I'll be using the lights interface for the sake of this video. If you want a dark interface, you just go over here to settings, you go over to theme, pick your color theme. You can either make it dark interface, or you make it a light interface, depending on the one you want. So for the sake of this video, let's just please use the light interface. So why do I choose VS Code? VS Code is actually Visual Studio Code. It's one of examples of an IDE where I explained in the first video saying an IDE is where you code. So VS Code is lightweight and it's beginner friendly. One reason I decided to use VS Code is because a lot of developers and data science learners use VS Code for Python programming. And I also like it because it feels simple and organized for beginners like you and me. So at first, the interface, when I installed it at first, when I started using it at first, it felt overwhelming and confusing. But spending time and using it more often, it gradually began making sense. So another interesting thing about VS Code is it supports extensions. Yes, as you can see, it supports extensions. Extension in the sense that you can customize it to the programming language you want to use at a certain time. It can be used for Python, can be used for C++, for R, so you can actually use it with other tech skills. So as I'm growing and learning, I'm using this setup for data science. So now this is what my interface, my VS Code workplace actually looks like. On the left side, you will see you have the Explorer feature. See, this is the left panel. You have the Explorer feature. The Explorer feature is where the files and folders appear. Any folder you create on your desktop, any file you work on, it's being saved here in the Explorer section. So below we have the search tab. You need to search for a file you're looking for, or for maybe you want to do something important and you don't want to stress yourself. You just click on this search button and you get what you're looking for. The source control extension is where you have your source code. As you are typing your code, you control it from here, and here is where you run and debug your code. And like I said, this is the extension. You click on it to download extension. You can see the extension that I already have here. Like I said, Visual Studio Code, it supports other programming language. So it's an interesting IDE if you ask me. So let's proceed. So on the left side, this interface, you have the file, you have the edit, you want to undo, you want to redo, you want to cut, you want to copy, you want to paste, toggle line comment, and you have the selection where you select from your view, go, and So when I first saw these sections, when I first saw these sections, I was like, oh my god, how do I navigate? What do they actually mean? But the more you keep exploring and working with them, the more you keep getting better. You just have to be consistent with using it. So one thing that makes VS Code really VS Code really interesting is it has a lot of extensions. Extensions are like extra tools that makes coding easy and better. So now let's go to the first extension I installed. The first extension that I installed, I have C++, I installed Python, I installed a lot. You can see it's showing that I have installed 14 extensions. I don't know if you can see that. It's showing that I've installed 14 extensions. So another extension I'm exploring is Jupyter Notes and Jupyter Notes. So now quickly, let's just do something. Let's just create a file, a Python file. Yeah. So now let's name it. Oh no, let's not just name it. Let's just type something. Let us say print. When typing, you have to print is just anything. When you say print, it prints out any output you want. So you just say print, and then you use a comma, and don't forget you must use your quotation mark, which are the parentheses. And you say let's print future skills diary, and then we run it. You have the terminal. The terminal is where anything you print, anything you type runs. Okay, let's give it a bit of time. You can see it has printed future skills diary. Future skills diary. I run it more than once, so that's why it's giving me more than one output. So see, so gradually as you go, you understand, you know what it means. So if you haven't installed VS Code yet, there are great beginner videos on YouTube that will walk you through on how to install VS Code and other IDEs you are comfortable working with. So I'm looking at if we can't. Okay, let's print something else. Let's say name equals, you have to give space, name equals, get your parentheses, future skills diary, and then this is a variable. I'm creating a variable name with future skills diary. And when I say print name, it's definitely going to print what? Future skills diary, because I have made the name variable future skills diary. Think of a variable as a container. We'll talk about variables in subsequent videos. So let's just run this. You can see future skills diary. So coding is actually interesting. You just have to learn the basics, understand the idea you're working with, know the extension you want, know the basic things you want to you want to code what you want to build on. So thank you for watching. I hope I didn't bore you and the 10 minutes was worth it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.